What's up guys, I'm Dmitry with Canucks, and Computex is a great place for picking up market trends. So in this video, we'll be talking about PC case trends for 2016. If you love what you see from the show, NVIDIA, Fantex, NCIX, and MSI made the show possible. So one of the more common patterns here would be glass or other materials that resemble glass for side panels. We saw this with pretty much every case brand we visited, so Lee's new selection of cases is going after the similar dual chamber case design that we've seen in the past with a gorgeous glass exterior, but total frame size has been shrunk. Every new Bitfinex case had a tempered glass panel on, and there's definitely something about this direction to make cases look more attractive again. Obviously, the focus here would be to showcase your hardware and your cable management skills, but it also adds a level of quality to the frame when the glass is involved. Now, I hope this is not an excuse for a sudden spike in prices because glass is involved. And that's true, that is an expensive element, but I hope we don't spiral into this inappropriate pricing category because everybody is using glass. A perfect example here would be with Cooler Master Case 5 Pro, where if you were to buy the case and then decide to add a tempered glass side panel later on, that optional side panel is $50 for one panel. Of course, if you were to buy the case with a tempered glass initially, it would be cheaper, but that is one premium on top of the case price already. Then there's companies like Thermaltake with a total transparent side panel that isn't glass at all. It's actually an acrylic piece, thus reducing the cost. And while you can definitely notice the difference in reflection between glass and non-glass, I think it's a fair compromise. Then it's a matter of side panel mounting and how do you create a more convenient mounting method. Everybody right now is using the 4 thumb screw method, which is fine, but it's a little bit uncomfortable to install. So if they were to create a more convenient and more sturdy mounting method for glass, that would be fantastic. And also, please, backwards compatibility with cases that are coming out with glass now versus the exact same frame that you bought a year ago. I would love to see this backwards compatibility so that users don't have to opt out for a totally new enclosure for wanting just a glass side panel. My 3 favorite cases out of the show are the Darkbase 900 from Be Quiet. Thanks to the removable motherboard tray, it can be inverted for an upside down system, and the same applies for the hard drive cage, the side panels, and even the power supply mounting is flexible. It can shift to the side depending on which side you have the system on. Then on the opposite size spectrum is the Streacom DB4, which is a tiny and a gorgeous ITX enclosure that is modern. It's simple with clean lines, it's aluminum, and on the inside it's a fanless case. It's a fanless system, so the CPU block actually connects to the side panel for cooling. And then the third case that I'm most excited about is the Fantex Elite. It is a very expensive enclosure at $699. It is a very large enclosure, so it's like a full tower plus like a mini pedestal underneath. But everything that Fantex is approaching this, very high-end enthusiast type of enclosure is taking into account everything that those people would want to see from a case in terms of assembly process, the modular aspect, water cooling support. You can do dual systems into it, and I think they'll be introducing a lot more new kind of standards on what we can expect at that price point, and that is awesome because we need to establish certain standards for cases so that other companies can follow, and I think that Fantex is a perfect company to do exactly that. The one thing that I was surprised to not see is more focus for ITX systems. We saw some here and there, but everybody was mainly showing off giant, bigger cases, full towers, mid towers. And I don't think it's a limitation for hardware because we have quality ITX motherboards and a few ITX GPUs. But let me tell you this, for CES, you guys are going to see some fantastic, very unique ITX enclosures that have good graphics card support, proper motherboard support for ITX, obviously, and that is very exciting. I hope you get the hint. I'm Dmitry with Canucks. Thanks so much for watching. What was your favorite case trends coverage part from Computex? Let us know in the comments down below, and we'll see you in the next video.